the Dallas Mavericks took a 2-0 lead in their series, first round series with the LA Clippers. And there's so many layers to it, Rob. Let's lay it out first. There's a lot of people that believe, and I've been told, that the Clippers wanted this matchup. They wanted to avoid the Lakers. They wouldn't have got the Lakers anyway as the third seed, but it was a chance. And a lot of people believe they rested their starters, lost to two of the worst teams in the league, and then assured themselves of not playing the Lakers. And they got the Mavericks, and the Mavericks obviously put it on them first two games. And those games were at home, or for the Clippers. They were in L.A., so they're headed back to Dallas, home court with a 2-0 lead. And, Rob, in the history of the NBA, only 4 teams have lost the first 2 games of a series at home and then gone on to rally and win those series. And we're talking about 7-game series. And so the Clippers have their hands full. And you brought up a great question, and I'll let you attack it first. In our pre-show meeting, you brought up this question. Is it Luka Doncic? Because he's balling. He's averaging 35 points, 9 assists, and 8.5 rebounds. Right. The dude is awesome. Or is it Ty Lue? So Luka or Lue?
Right. Luka or Lue. And I'm not trying to put it all on the coaching and not make the players, Chris, responsible because they're out there playing defense. So I don't want people to say we're giving the players a pass. No, we're not. But when a guy can't be stopped and a team shoots almost 60% from the field, there's something defensively that's not getting done. Would you agree with that, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. I want people to understand that. I'm not trying to say, oh, it was Doc Rivers, now it's Ty Lue, and the players have nothing to do with it. No, but there's something here. We've seen Luka already. We know from last year they have plenty of tape on this guy. They know what he does. He's a tough cover. I get that. But something has to change. Something has to be figured out. Kawhi and Paul George offensively did fine last night. Wasn't enough.
Kawhi was absolutely phenomenal.
He was. He had 41 points. In the first half, he had 30 of his 41.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Right, but it wasn't enough defensively. So I'm just curious, or are we just watching a great player who can't be stopped? And Luka is how special is he, Chris? I mean, you give the evaluations. I remember us talking about him last year, even in the series, even though they didn't win in 6 games, how tremendous he is. Where do you rate him? And how special is he? And how much of this is just he's that damn good?
Well, first, for the Luka or Lue question, I'm saying it's Luka. Okay. Luka's just that's good. Fair. Now, you're right. You look at the defense, and they gave up 58% shooting last night, 53%
you can't
from
win a
3.
game in the NBA, right? You just 58% is ridiculous.
And for the 2 games, Rob, it's 54% and 50% from 3. You're not winning that way. So, obviously, when you see that, you look at coaching at some point. When a team doesn't play defense, coaching has something to do with it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But we know Ty Lue is a solid coach, and we saw the same thing under Doc Rivers, another solid coach. Now, he had his issues in Philly, but he obviously was good in Boston, and he's done well this year in Philly. Or he had his problems with the Clippers. He's done well this year in Philly. So this is a pattern, whether it was Doc Rivers or now it's Ty Lue. So I'm putting the bulk of it on the players, and I'll get to them as I talk about Luka, Rob. Luka Doncic, I've said it, and people skip. I said it again today. Skip thinks I'm crazy. Shannon is with me, Shannon Sharp. He's the new age version of Larry Bird. Now, Bird was at one of the ultimate winners, and so we'll see if Luka wins, right? That's how you have to
right. If you want to be in Bird's class,
right. Exactly.
We can't be just putting up regular season numbers, okay? Larry Bird was a winner. He was a big-time player, big-time shots, big-time plays, Chris. The steal against Isaiah Thomas to lead to the game-winning basket. You know what I mean? Like, he has his moments where you go, Larry Bird did that. I mean, that's where you have to go.
Yeah, so yes, Luka's going to have to win championships to validate these claims. But from what I see, I call him Luka Legend for Larry Legend. Some people call him Cool Hand Luka. Shannon calls him Baby Bird. The dude is special, Rob. And all over Twitter, a lot of people, just fans, are questioning whether he's the best player in the league. He's not yet. He will be in that argument in a few years, and he'll be there for a decade in that discussion of best player in the world. And Rob, his game isn't totally like Bird's. It is in that he's not what we call athletic. He can't jump. He's not incredibly quick or fast, but he's crafty. He can handle, and for that day, Bird could handle. He's a terrific passer. Bird was a terrific passer. He's 6'8", 6'9". Bird was 6'9", and he can rebound. Bird can rebound, and he can shoot. Not as well as Bird, but he's a decent shooter, solid shooter. Bird was a tremendous shooter. But, Rob, he is, I said this on TV, he's the first white guy, and let's not, this the elephant in the room. I got to be honest. If he was black, I wouldn't be comparing him to Larry Bird. I'd probably be comparing him more to James Harden or something like that because the game is like Harden's. But
I was waiting for that.
He is the first white, you knew it was coming. He's the first white guy since Larry Bird that I think will be in the conversation for best player in the world. And I know Dirk was great and Steve Nash was great, but they were never, Rob, am I right, Rob? No one ever considered them close to the best player in the world.
No, not even when Steve Nash was winning back-to-back MVPs.
Absolutely. You knew he was an MVP. I voted for him twice. But he wasn't, nobody thought he was the best player in the world.
So you voted for him.
And
the
Luka's
first one I thought he won. The second one was questionable, no?
Second one, his numbers were better. And they obviously kept winning a lot. But I can't remember who finished second. LeBron had a shot at that one.
Did Kobe have a shot at one of those, or I can't remember.
Kobe put up numbers, but I don't think they were winning yet. I think those were the down years. But yeah, it was. But they were questionable. But bottom line is he did win too. And so Luka, Rob, you know this. We keep it real on this show. Luka kind of baffles brothers, right? Because you play against him and you're like, he's not fast. I'm quicker than him. I'm faster than him. He can't jump. How's he getting his shot off over me?
He could play,
you know
though.
What I mean?
Right.
Right. How can I not stop this dude? And I think, Rob, here's where I get to the Clippers. I don't think they want him. That's what I'm looking at right now. I don't think Kawhi Leonard or Paul George or Patrick Beverly or any of them want him. And I think Kawhi, PG, and Patrick Beverly are riding off their defensive reputations from the past. Because I don't think they're great defenders anymore. Great defenders. Like Kawhi's now more of an offensive guy. Still obviously has good defensive ability, but I think he puts more into his offense. And when I look at them in these games, and everybody knows what Dallas is doing is they're running the high pick and roll, and and the Clippers are switching, and all of a sudden Luka's got Ivica Zubac on him. Right. They're going for the mismatches. And my thing is that the picks they're setting aren't that stout where a Kawhi or a PG or Marcus Morris or somebody can't fight over them and stay with your man. And I don't see them doing it. I see them giving up the switch way too easy. And that tells me they don't want to guard him. They know they can't stop him. That's what I'm seeing, Rob. So I put it more, obviously, Luka, number one. And then I put it on the players more than Ty Lue because they got to show some want to. They got to show some heart. Rob, we've seen great players say, look, give him to me. Enough of this. I got him. I want to see Kawhi do that. Because at the very least, Rob, not that you're going to stop him, but you can maybe slow him down. You can't stop a great player, but it'll show your teammates, okay, he's going to the wall. He's a foxhole guy. All right, let's pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But also, this just got to be. You can't let them shoot 60% from the field. I'm sorry, Chris, and because that ain't just Luka. That's what I mean. That's not just Luka.
They're hitting shots.
They're hitting shots.
But you know this, Rob. You've been, and I think Luka's creating a lot of it because when they double him, he finds the open man, which he's got great court vision and passing, but he's also 6'8", so that makes it easier for him to pass over the double teams. But, Rob, you've been in the gym enough with NBA players at practice. When they are open, they're drilling jump shots.
No, I mean, for the most part.
They are drilling. Even guys that we don't consider really good shooters are drilling open jump shots.
No doubt. When you get an open look in the NBA, you got to make it. That's why when guys don't make it, you frown a little bit, Chris, because it's so hard to get an open look. And these guys, that's all they do for a living. They've been playing ball forever. I've seen, even like you say, the people that some people might consider lesser than or not that great or bench players, you watch them in practice knock down shots or make free throws all day. And you go like, my God,
Absolutely.
It's like they're a machine.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I've got Luka. Who you with? You saying it's mainly Luka or is it Lue?
I'm going to go with Lue from the standpoint that it's not just Luka. I can't accept 60% shooting from the field or whatever it was, 58.5, Chris, or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I can't accept that. Not in the playoffs. I'm sorry. There's something there, energy, defense. I got to change something. I got to take somebody out who's not getting it done. Do you know what I mean? Like,
at the very least, you're not motivating your guy.
Right. I can't.
At the very
least. Yeah, I don't care. Use up all your fouls. Bang somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't let them just make shots at that rate. That means that Kawhi can score 41 and lose easily. And that's what happened last
Kawhi can score 41, Paul George can score 28, and you lose.
Easily.
They shot 53% themselves.
And they lost. That's
defense.
what I'm saying. That's defense,
All right.
Chris.